Here it is. 30 years from now, last question for you, since you're good at imagining what the future will look like. What does America look like?
Well, we're coming to an inflection point, and I think we are in the 1977, the Carter administration. If you think about the 70s, was a major setback for the West. We had all kinds of foreign policy setbacks. You had inflation and stagflation and high unemployment and the oil crises and all the rest. And we just had what did Carter say? We had a malaise.
Yeah.
And leadership can turn it around. Just like leadership can turn a failed business around surprisingly quickly, good leadership can turn a country around. Yes, our Congress is useless and in the wrong direction, but there's a reason the Founding Fathers set it up so that every 2 years you can throw the bums out.
Yep.
Do so. The same with Senate. You can turn over a third of those senators every 2 years. The country requires leadership, and whether that's election integrity, if you do that on your local basis, and if, I think the biggest problems in America stem from the fact that the federal government has gotten way too large, and I think we need to maximize the 10th Amendment. States' rights, limiting the powers of the federal government to stuff that has only been directly entitled to the federal government to do, otherwise it's left to the states. And so states have to be much stronger at flexing those muscles and say, no, we're not going to pay for your stupidity anymore, Washington.
That's exactly
We're doing
right.
our thing.
I said that was my last question, but I have to get to this. So this is your book, which is excellent. Civilian Warriors, The Inside Story of Blackwater. Page 180. You have this picture, and I don't know if we can come in on this. It's right here. And it says, 3 then Senators, Joe Biden, Chuck Hagel, and John Kerry, the future Vice President, Secretary of Defense, and Secretary of State, respectively, posed while waiting for Blackwater rescue. What is that?
Yeah, so they were on a congressional visit to Afghanistan in the winter, and their U.S. Army helicopter got lost in a blinding snowstorm and set down in Taliban territory on the side of a mountain. And the U.S. military launched a ground convoy to get them, and they got lost. And the Blackwater guys launched, and they did not get lost, and we recovered them. We rescued them from Taliban territory. I think that was the winter of '08.
You rescued Joe Biden and John Kerry and Chuck Hagel.
Afraid so.
Are they grateful?
You wouldn't think so, no.
Did Joe Biden write you a thank you note?
I didn't get a Christmas card. Have yet to.